Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. It's such a pleasure to have you all here and, talk about motherhood, which is amazing. And all the thanks to Aptamil for bringing us together. I know we've all had our journeys with Aptamil Advanced Junior when our kids were growing up. I have a beautiful 6-year-old boy. His name is Zaidan, and he's crazy about dinosaurs. And, I have to say one thing, that without Aptamil Advanced Junior, I would not have gone into my career as much as I have. I would not have pursued anything because I always knew there is a partner at home. I don't have to worry about anything. My son is growing up fine. He has his meal. And, their new pack is so amazing that you can open it with one hand. That's really nice because as a mother who's on the go all the time, you have your kids' bag, you have your kids in your lap, and then you have, suddenly they start crying.
Exactly.
And you have to make their meal. So it's just with one hand, you can make their bottle. How amazing is that? I really want to know your experiences with Aptamil Advanced Junior, and tell me about your kids.
Okay, so my name is Stephanie. I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. JJ is 4. He just turned 4. He was born last night, and the boy is 4. Okay, and then my daughter is 1. And of course, Aptamil Advanced Kit is used so much in our homes because, of course, it gives all my kids all the nutrients that they need. And one thing that really fascinates me about Aptamil Advanced Kits is the vanilla taste.
Oh.
I don't know if you take some of your kids' milk, but I do, and Aptamil Advanced Kit makes me do that.
Hi, I'm Zainab, and I've got 3 beautiful kids. My eldest is Rafe, and he's going to turn 12 this year. And then I have a middle one, Safa, who's 10. And then my youngest has just turned 6, and she's Reem. And Aptamil Advanced Junior has helped us so much. I mean, it's just the convenience of having it at home. It really helps. Having 3 kids and then the husband and juggling it all around, obviously, life is hectic as it is, but Aptamil Advanced Junior really helps to just get me through the day. And it's so nice to know they're getting the nutrients they need as well as everything else. So, it's been
amazing. What about you, Louise?
Yeah, I'm Louise. I have 3 children. Leo, who is actually a girl, she's 10. I have Fox, he is 8. And the littlest one is Kit, who is 6. And they're all really active children. They do a lot of sport. They're always running around. So I love Aptamil Advanced Kid because I know that it's giving them the nutrients that they need to power through all that energy, and get it out. And it's really refreshing to know that a company, a children's food nutrition company, is really backed by science. Because a lot of children's food marketing is not, maybe the companies are trying to get their kids to look at the bright packaging and what have you, but to have a brand where actually it's the child's health that's at the root cause of that brand, and that is their reason for existing, and their reason is to make your child resilient, more healthy, to boost their immunity, to give them these nutrients that they need, is just really reassuring. And it's a great way to start the day, because I think if you start the day well, then you've set yourself off on a good track, right?
Exactly.
Like you said, it's a very good way to start your day. And I'm getting this feeling that we've got a lot of things very common. We are all expats. We are all mothers. We are all working mothers.
Yep.
And I think we can say this, we are all influencers as well. We've got our own platforms where we share our lives, we influence people in the most positive way as we can. And now we have got something more added, that is Aptamil.
Yes.
Our kids grew up drinking Aptamil Advanced Junior. How cool is that?
Super
It's amazing.
cool.
Now I have a question for all of you. Why did we choose it? For me, the first and the foremost thing was that it suited my son, which was amazing. I tried it, my son was fine with it. And the second thing was, it's backed by science, like Louis said. There are researchers. It is not just number 1 just like that.
Yeah.
It is number 1 in Europe. It's easily available everywhere. And for me, the biggest concern was I do not want to disturb anything in my son's everyday routine.
Exactly.
Like she said, it's nice to have a good start of the day. And what if that start goes all upside down?
Yeah.
You've tried something new out of your routine and it's it doesn't suit your child. So for me, if I'm traveling, if I'm going somewhere, I need to have something that is going to have my back all the time. And that was Aptamil Advanced Junior for me. What about you?
For me, I think definitely I'm going to say what you said times 2 because my kids are much younger. My daughter is 1, like I said. So getting her to adapt to Aptamil Advanced Kids was so easy. She loved the taste. I love the taste myself. So I would say the convenience, the taste, knowing that is number 1 in Europe, and the convenience of finding it everywhere you go, as well as the knowing that it's backed by science.
Yeah, I would like to add something here. You know, even in UAE, it's easily available everywhere.
Exactly.
And nothing in UAE comes just like that.
Nope.
Yeah, of
Without
course.
any research. How strict they are with everything, especially with what we are putting in our bodies.
And especially things that goes into kids.
Of course, like 100
Super,
times, of
super.
course. It has to be like, it is so keenly moderated. So it's like, you can just blindly trust on it. This is your partner. It's suiting your kid. And, you know, you can go about with your day.
Of course. It's so important as well that it's obviously scientifically backed. So that also gives you a peace of mind as a mother, you know, knowing that what you're putting into your child is something safe. And that's really important. And for me, I think with my journey with Aptamil Advanced Junior has been amazing because just knowing the nutrients that they're getting.
Yeah.
As mothers, we struggle all the time. Are we feeding them correct? Or, you know, what are they eating? What is their intake? What are they taking, you know? But I think knowing that they're having the Aptamil, it's just, you know, that those are the nutrients that are going into them and they're going to be fine. You know, it is a peace of mind. It's
Yeah.
a peace of mind for mothers, which is really important.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there's, you know, Aptamil Advanced Kid is renowned for having 40 years of medical research
Yes.
that goes into the product, such as Aptamil Advanced Kid that we're using as a growing up milk. And that's 40 years of scientific research to feed our children the best, to make them the healthiest that they can be at that age. You know, I love to often mix it with porridge for breakfast because it just gives that extra boost. You know, I mean, what a nutritious breakfast to have a porridge, those slow burn carbs with that really healthy, nutrient dense milk that Aptamil Advanced Kid made with it is a fantastic way. And then I know if they're doing rugby, football, karate, all these things that they're doing all day, they've started really on a really healthy basis.
Yeah, lovely. And I know we all have our platforms. We all love creating content, beautiful content. But do we actually fall into the category where everybody is following trends? Something that's trending, something that's viral. Do we aim to do things that are going viral? For example, like a song. I know like a song that is viral is going to go on and on and on in my head until I get sick and tired of it. And with my son also, he keeps on coming and telling me about trying. He doesn't have a phone. He has very limited time on iPad, but there is so much exposure. Kids are talking in the school.
Of course.
There's TV. There's something that he's seen doing, something that I am watching, and he says, oh, I have heard this as well. Like, do you also go after trends when it comes to creating content? I know I do. For example, music, like whatever is viral, I have to create a reel on it.
Okay.
Just to get, you know, more engagement.
I feel
just
you.
to reach out to more
I feel
people.
you.
know?
I think trends are important. And there's, like you said, certain musics or, you know, something that will kind of catch you. And with what happens in my house is because I've got the eldest, now if he catches on to a trend, and because he will, as he's always on his iPad and he's at that age now where, he will go onto TikTok. And what will happen is then the middle one will kind of get onto it. And then my youngest as well will know exactly what he's talking about. So we have an issue in the house where they're all like, you know, oh yeah, I know that song. I know that. And sometimes it's a song that I don't even know.
I feel you.
Like, how did you even get onto that? How do you catch the
you know,
trend?
the funny thing is, what you were saying, I'm hoping to get there, and I can't wait to get there because my daughter is just 1.
It's going to be fun.
And
I love it.
And she has so much character. I'm like, no, you're going to be doing too much.
Yeah.
And my son is 4. He just turned 4. So I don't get the mommy, I saw this. No, I'm not playing that card yet. So it's nice to actually talk to other moms who are
course.
there
Yeah.
and like know, oh, so that's the future.
This is,
Yeah,
this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have 3. So
Yes.
do they also get you into the trend and then you end up
Always.
doing it?
Yeah, I end up doing it.
What was the
And I
last
end
one?
up then dragging all 3 of them with me and saying, come on, let's do it together.
do it
And then you
together.
see us in our living
Yeah.
room, like, practicing the dance moves and getting sort of into it. But,
Do you remember COVID? There was this trend that came during COVID.
During pandemic, yeah.
Yeah, there was this one that they were doing. I forgot
Yeah,
what it's
yeah,
called.
the dance.
The dance.
They're all crazy about the dance. But one which was like very, I would say like I was surprised. My son loves spicy food.
Okay.
And then he was like, you know what we should do? We should create a video where we'll have all these spicy chilies from around the world and we're going to try them.
Oh my God.
And it's going to be so amazing. And I was like, oh my
That's
God.
creative.
Where did you see it? On YouTube. Everybody's doing it.
Did you try it?
No. That's
That's
actually
where you drew the line.
Yeah,
Right,
that's actually what we
Spices?
want to talk about. Like, where do you draw the line? We are all content creators. We create content every day. We live in a world where everybody is following trends. Like, where do you draw that line? Okay, this is a trend that I don't want to do with my kids. This is a trend that I will do with my kids. Or this is a trend that is not appropriate for my kids' age.
I think it's instinctive.
Exactly.
I might need to borrow your kids, Zainab, because I tried to get mine to do little TikTok dances
Please,
with me.
you
and
can
they,
take 'em.
They point blank refused. I think we've done one. And that's my entire TikTok history is one. They're just not interested, but they love... so I actually banned YouTube, but then they discovered this one channel called the Ninja Kids.
Oh, gosh,
Okay.
I know
Which
the Ninja
you know
Kids.
the Ninja Kids.
I know the
So
Ninja Kids.
it's only a YouTube channel. It's not on
Yes.
Netflix, but actually it's really, really good.
Okay.
So I've made the rule that they're allowed Ninja
watch that.
Kids
I
have
on
no
YouTube.
idea what that is.
It's a family of gymnasts.
Okay.
They
Oh,
do
lovely.
a lot of ninja, and
Okay.
they're
They
incredible.
do some crazy stuff. Like,
They're amazing athletes, really, really great.
Okay.
So I feel like it's quite inspiring. There's really good positive values behind it. The production qualities that go into it are amazing. And it's
Amazing.
quite good to teach the kids what goes into being a YouTuber or being an
course,
influencer because, they think it's really easy.
I feel...
But it's hours and hours
Of work.
of editing and work. But they do take from that, and they're always doing flips and learning how to do basic gymnastics moves. So that's quite positive, I think.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what suits them.
Yes.
So they wouldn't want to eat chilies. I wouldn't want to eat chilies. I can't think of anything worse. They won't do a TikTok dance. They're like, oh, you're so embarrassing. They're just not. They're
But they
not
are getting to that stage.
They're not engaged with it. The only one that did slightly concern me the other week was, again, this is how the kids pick up on these things, even if they're not exposed to it. My middle son, who is only 8, started talking about this sports drink that's been promoted by a couple of YouTubers and older male influencers that's really picked up amongst teenage boys.
has, yeah.
And it's
What's
just a
that?
very sugary,
very.
not healthy sports drink. And for some reason, the clever marketing behind it is just
It's
driven.
gone viral.
Oh,
Literally
yeah.
has gone viral.
The
Yeah.
8-year-old mentioned
Yes,
it. And I was
yeah.
like, how on earth
Do
do
you
you
know
know
that?
about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's what they talk about at school as well.
That must
it's
be it.
all the fellow kids around
Everybody's
them.
talking about it. Everybody
Everyone's
has it. Like my son is crazy about this crisp that is super spicy. And apparently there are so many YouTubers, TikTokers who are making recipes out of it.
Okay.
Now for a 6-year-old, it's so unhealthy. It's so spicy, but he keeps on asking for it.
Yeah. But that's where you draw the line. You see, for me, if anything to me looks dangerous or just not healthy for my kids, that's where I would draw the line. Because I'm not going to put my child in that position.
For likes.
Yeah, for likes.
For likes
yeah.
and-
It's
and,
that, the likes aren't that important.
it's
Your
not that
child's
deep.
health is more important. So I think that's where I would, if anything seems too dangerous,
I think
draw
the
the line.
issue with nutrition, and this is for children and for adults, is that the really boring approach is the best, which is moderation is key. And we need vegetables and we need fruit and we need healthy fats and we need protein and we need carbohydrates. What we don't need are these crazy food trends.
Honestly,
exactly.
you know,
And there is so much wastage of food as
So
well.
much
So
wastage.
much. That is insane. Like that is so crazy. And imagine like we are teaching our kids at home to, be kind. Do not waste food. Finish your
Exactly.
meal.
Exactly.
It's not good to leave something in your plate. And then there are people who are just throwing away
Chunks of food.
tons of food.
Tons of food, yeah.
It is very sad. Like we're going towards a world that is so sad. No matter what we teach our kids at home, ethics, values, discipline, somewhere or the other, they are just drifting away.
Yeah, because
I think it's part of growing up as well. And like I said, it's when you go to school, the thing is they're learning things from other kids. Now, every parent has their way of raising their child.
Of course.
And they're all different ways. So the way I might raise my son, and then if, Louise, he met your daughter, they might have different values because of the way you may raise your daughter, you know. So I think that's what it is they're just getting so much information from all their friends around them. They don't know whether it's right or wrong.
And it's not just the kids, it's adults as well. There are so many channels, they're just throwing away information that has no research, no backing. 40 years ago, iron was not good.
Yeah.
For the kids, it would cause
Constipation.
bloating. Like milk should not have iron. Now there has been like proper research. You can go to aptadvice.com. You can have so much research written about it, like how important it is to have iron. It boosts immunity.
Yeah. I think the other thing is also that, you know, people need, and mothers need to be comfortable enough to go to their pediatricians and ask other mums.
Another thing,
If
yes.
you're confused or you feel, should I give this to my child? Ask a fellow mum. Do you think this is right?
You know, the good thing is now there are so many WhatsApp communities with mums that it makes things so easy.
much easier.
It does.
My son has whatever at school tomorrow. Oh, where can I get this costume? And then, I have this at home. Do you want to come take it? The community of mums that we
How
have these
lovely.
So
days
important.
is so, and also living in Dubai as a mum.
Yeah.
How many
and an
people-
expat where you don't have family,
You don't have family.
Yeah.
And having a nanny is going to cost you,
You know
an
that
arm and a
saying?
leg
They
and a
say
little
it,
bit of your kidney.
It takes a village to raise a child.
Exactly.
It really does take a village to raise a
I
child.
think a village, a city, a country, the
Yes.
ocean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To raise a child.
Sometimes it's easy to open up to a stranger and sometimes it's difficult. But today I felt like they were all mothers who've seen the ups and downs of motherhood, and to come together and talk about relatable things that we go through every day. It was comforting, very comforting.
I haven't felt more comfortable. Like being able to sit and talk without being judged has been amazing. I didn't for 1 minute feel that any of these mums were judging me with what I was saying. And I was telling them my deepest, darkest, like I had to leave my kids and travel. And, you know, I was telling them everything from inside. But I felt so comfortable and it felt good getting it out. So I've really enjoyed my time.